Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Matt Jarbo. Welcome back to the $3 Theater, your hopefully number one source for movie news and commentary on the internet. Probably not, but I hope you like coming here and listening to the things I have to say about topics I find interesting. And this particular story I find to be very interesting because Dreamworks greenlit Trolls 2 and gave it a release date. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, oh god, Trolls, why? You didn't see the fucking movie. That's the only thing I can really say to that one. Trolls is up there for me for films I saw in 2016. I adored the fuck out of that movie. I already have the Blu-ray. Like as soon as it was released, my girlfriend bought it. We've already watched it a couple times. Trolls is one of those movies that's just feel good in my opinion. And I watched it on election night. You know, I went to the theater thinking, Hillary's got this in the bag. All right, it's all good. Walk out of the movie laughing my ass off, get the text message. The world had changed. So that's one of the reasons why Trolls will probably go down in my own personal history as one of the most significant things I've ever experienced, because you thought the world was one way going in, and you come out and it's totally fucking different. But that being said, in those subsequent 90 minutes, I laughed my goddamn ass off so many fucking times. So it says here, Dreamworks had the whole world singing back in November as they released their hit animated film Trolls. Based on the classic dolls, Trolls brought a whole world of color and song to life, and fans flooded to the theaters to see it. The film brought in $339.5 million in the box office, despite opening the same weekend as Marvel's Doctor Strange. And that's true, $339.5 million is not a small number, but it's also not a huge number in terms of animated properties, especially animated properties coming out of DreamWorks from the director of Shrek or from the creators of Shrek, featuring Justin Timberlake and Anna Kendrick. Now, it's entirely possible that Trolls failed to connect on a larger audience because too many people thought to themselves, yo man, this shit reminds me of Smurfs, and Smurfs 1 and Smurfs 2 were not very good. Smurfs 3, because it's going full CG, looks like it could be actually alright. But Trolls itself is one of those ones that I do believe will do well based off of word of mouth and people saying, yeah, this was actually pretty fucking good. Because the movie was. And just for the sake of full disclosure, when I was at Comic-Con last summer, they showed us pretty much 20 minutes of the movie. Or about a half. They showed us about 1/3 of the movie at Comic-Con, which is not something you hear about very often. And they probably did that because they figured the 7,000 of us in that room would probably go and tell all of our friends about it. Like, oh my God, Trolls is pretty goddamn funny. And I'm not going to lie, had I not gone and seen that 20 minutes of Comic-Con, I probably would not have gone and seen the movie. So it did influence me going to go see it with my girlfriend. And as a result, the other, 2/3 of the movie I didn't see prior were pretty goddamn great. And the movie itself is hysterical. Okay, it says here, Trolls also led home disc sales on the week it was released on Blu-ray and DVD. Now, that is probably what is pushing Trolls 2 to get made. The fact that it was the number one sale on home video and DVD when it came out. And that, believe it or not, these days will actually fuel more sequels being made than not. It is so weird to think that just box office totals alone don't mean shit, right? But home video sales do pretty well. And just to give you an idea of how they impact, Batman v Superman was completely destroyed in the theatrical version. Like, no one really liked it. The extended cut came out. It spent 5 weeks at the number one spot on home video, with The Killing Joke on Blu-ray right underneath it. Just to give you an idea of how popular that movie was on home video. So it does have an impact going forward. It says here that Universal and DreamWorks announced a Troll sequel. The studio also announced they've got a release date in sight, so the project is hitting the ground running to be released April 10th, 2020. What? 2020? Oh, god damn it. God damn it. Look. It came out in November 2016. But to come out 3.5 years later, I mean, really? Really? Come on. It is a 2-year thing. But the way that they made the movie was really interesting, because if you look at the visual assets of the movie, a lot of it has to do with felt and yarn. They created this really kind of interesting aesthetic world that the trolls lived in, and I thought that it worked out really well for just the design. And I'm bummed that the movie didn't actually get more love for that at the Oscars, because, while the technical aspects of like Finding Dory and Kubo and the Two Strings like were really well done. I mean, Kubo especially being more like stop motion and how they handled that. I liked the visual style of Trolls, and also the Can't Stop the Feeling or whatever the song was that Justin Timberlake wrote that I think was nominated was really good as well. Though it does say here that okay, Justin Timberlake and Anna Kendrick are both slated to come back as Princess Poppy and Branch. Director Mike Mitchell, however, is not such a sure thing. The reason why is because he's doing the Lego Movie 2 for Warner's, which is coming out in 2 years. And we knew that movie was coming after the success of Lego Batman. Clearly, Warner's wants to invest more into this particular franchise. And of course, the success of Lego Movie from 3 years ago. But here's the thing. If you watch Trolls and you get to the part with the cloud is Mike Mitchell. And he did a great job. So if anything, bring back the cloud, give the cloud a bigger part, and let Mike Mitchell do his thing, because it worked out really well. So if you haven't seen Trolls, I do recommend it. I thought it was really funny. Yes, it's definitely a kid's movie. It doesn't take itself too seriously. There's some good music in it, some good performances. John fucking Cleese is in it. All right? John Cleese. That should be worth the price of admission alone. Now, granted, he's not in it too much, but still, it's worth to see. Anyway, my name is Matt Jarbo. This has been 3 Buck Theater. What are your thoughts on this? Did you see Trolls? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Are you just kind of about the whole thing? These are things I want to know, so go ahead and write them down in the comments below. Also, if you haven't already, please thumbs up the video, subscribe to the channel, check back often for more movie news from me. I will talk to you guys later. Have yourself a great day, and peace out.